who is going to win the first race of the entire season out of any tier, ultimately taking the lead over tier 6, as I misspoke by accident. Just waiting for the green light, which we should be getting. Underway, here we go. 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. Nafi gets a decent start. Pink Web's still in front though. A lot of movement. Couple people in Ghost, as there has been an accident. Contact galore. You have the 2 RVs, Matty. You got the Ferrari, Chiz is involved. Just utter chaos. And they didn't even make it past the full corner. The first corner. So here's the tires. Top 7. So the now new top 7 all went on mediums, with Aaron and Matty following suit. Everyone else is on the hards. As we're going to go shot right up here, as we have a Haas of Dan going very slowly. Very high wings, not using ERS. We got the Ferrari of Ryan right behind. We have Nafi. We can't see his split times, but I would say that's a couple attempts, 5-6 attempts. The top pack got away quite cleanly, which is a good thing. Nafi's burnt a lot of ERS. Barnesy is 6 temp, is 1.3 seconds off, as we are having a very weird glitch right now with the time screen. So, game being the game, we have Baja on the grass. Matty gets a 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Chiz gets past Dan, as well as Ryan. Everything looks cleanly. 1.8 seconds is your gap up ahead. Christian could overtake here, or the next DRS straight, but he's gonna go before, around the outside. No, he's gonna back out. Nafi closed the door. Chiz is ahead of Ryan. Quit is ahead of Dan before the chicane. The top 5 are racing away. Barnesy is going to be stuck in no man's land right now. But the Salver just could not get past Nafi, but has another 2 chances with the DRS. Obviously 2 detection points around this track, all leading to double DRS zones, as Pink is flying away 2 seconds after 2 laps. Same compound. You've got fights a couple places. Aquila is kind of pressuring Aaron, who's on the mediums, who really probably needs to get it past his teammate, as Asuma didn't see, must have had a he was obviously one of the RBs in trouble. Got his way back up. He's now ahead of Dan, as this is the closest battle. 2 temps. Looks like it's going to be a comfortable move, as both are using overtake. Now he's using hot lap. Back to overtake with DRS. Should be a comfortable move. And it is, before the chicane even occurs. He is up into P2 in the Salver, as Aquila gets past Aaron. Something must have happened. No, maybe just straight line speed. Aquila now going to get past the second Alpine of 1. Thinks better. Dan's already picked up 3 seconds. Hiffy gets past Aaron. Are those mediums going off a little bit? We do not know. It's their back of this train. Aquila gets past. One of the lads has spun it out of the final second last corner. Losing all the places. Is he going to go into the pits to change? Potentially no. You've got Panda who's now racing finally back ahead of Dan, probably looking to get ahead of one as well. And one was sitting in P9. That's not gonna do him the world of good. Barnsley's 4 second. Itster's just fallen out as they're fighting. Panda's gonna go down the inside now, around the outside. They make contact and one is around again. It's not a day to be an Alpine driver. As Christian's now fighting to maintain second place into the corner. Nafi lets him have it, as he knows he will get the DRS on the main straight. What can he do? Can he catch up? The gap ahead's 3.5. Pink's kind of just cruising away. Yellow flags, Baha's spinned it. He's back around, should be completely fine. Christian gets back ahead. No, Christian stays ahead. Nafi couldn't overtake. Ray and Itster's right behind. Guido's caught up to Barnsley. Dave's a couple seconds back with Hiffy, Aquila, Chiz and Aaron. So far rounding out your points pains positions. But Quit is on a little bit of a hunt. Slowly gaining in. Guido's probably his best chance to try and see can he catch back up. 5 seconds. Barnsley's not going to fight. A little tap to the wall for good luck. It looks like his front wing isn't broken. And he is completely fine. Up to P6. P3, P6 for the Salvers. Almost P4. Contact looked like between Itster and Ray after Ray failed to overtake Christian. Obviously, these two made contact at the final race of the last race in Abu Dhabi. Final lap. Obviously meaning nothing, but could start potential beatings as Baha's obviously going to retire pretty much a lap down. Retired in the pits. And his day for RB is over very quickly. Hiffy's staying ahead of Aquila. Chiz, Aaron's falling back. Quit Pig's closed up and is inside DRS as Christian's lost DRS up ahead. And now Ray, does Christian have the DRS? He does. Christian is very lucky as Matty receives a 3-second time penalty. And we're gonna see, is Aquila gonna go for any move? No. Is Quit gonna go for a move? No. They're all waiting for turn 11 and turn 3, which could be quite good or quite bad. Quit thought about the move, decided to brake super early, but could have done the move. I know he wouldn't have got DRS, but you surely have to take any position possible. Barnsley staying with Guido. Guido's closed up a second because of the little squabble a couple laps ago. Barnsley receives 3 seconds, almost loses it. Chiz and Aquila swap positions. As Aquila's lost it, and he's lost it. Saves it. But not before he loses a couple positions. Had to save the car twice from a rear end snap. Good save, but at the cost of a couple of places. Dave's in no man's land. Suma's just gotten past Aquila. What has gone? Our Aquila's hard's already overheating. That is not a good thing. Quit just ahead now of Aaron. Finally gets past. 4 seconds up the road is Chiz. He's gonna have to push hard as it now Hiffy as Chiz now gets past. Is Hiffy gonna fight it? No, he's not going to send it down the inside. 2 seconds away from his teammate. Hopefully him and Dave could try and work together in a couple of laps. If Chiz catches up, obviously Chiz part of an incident in the first corner. Recovered quite well and is almost back up to where he qualified. 8 laps in, Pink's away, we have yellow flags in Sector 1, they are now cleared. I think that was for Asuma. Aquila has now gotten past. We were going to have a quick look at position changes. So, Aquila and Aaron are fighting. Side by side, you got Dave, Barnsley's dropped the car somewhere. Panda's gotten 3 seconds. Chiz is up in the P8 and Dave's up to P7. So we're going to say here's the position changes. Christian's up 1. Nafi's down 1. They're obviously fighting. You got Ray up 2 positions. Guido's up 5. Dave's up 6. Hiffy's up 11 from being disqualified after just passing Barnsley there now. Barnsley's now down 1. Quit is now down 1. Chiz is down 4. Obviously turn 1. He is still regaining. You have Asuma down 6. Part of a first lap incident. He's still regaining. Ryan's up 1. Panda's up 3 after setting no time. One of the lads down 2. Matty down 5. And Dan is down absolutely nothing. He is stayed put. Aaron's box. He's had enough. 7 laps. And he is had it with those mediums. As Matty is ahead of Dan. In what looked like a pretty easy overtake. Got one of the lads will just come out, will be just behind his teammate who is just coming out the pits as Dan spinned into the wall and has retired on the track. Not what you should be doing. Barnsley's having issues. Barnsley's binned it. Full course caution. Looked like turn 6 and 7 lost it, almost did a real life Williams, and he has lost his entire front wing. Looks like a virtual safety car. Everyone, apart from Christian and Itster, are coming into the pits. Out of the top group, obviously Pink is quite far ahead. Guido coming in? No. Obviously the hard tires should not be coming in, but I'm surprised Guido, Christian and Itster are not, as Pink is now ahead of Guido on the track. Aquila gets a 10-second penalty for pitting by speeding in the pits. Itster receives a drive-through penalty because he was speeding. Barnsley has retired. VSC is now over. But Itster's race becomes a lot more painful. Aquila Zuma Panda pits for mediums. Aquila should be ahead of Aaron. He is. Asuma's right behind him. They are completely ahead of the Alpine. So they stay ahead of the man they were fighting thanks to the VSC. But Pink's ahead. 1.6 seconds to Guido. Has them pitted. Dave and Chiz are now together. Look at the McLarens works their magic and overtake the Sauber one by one. Looking to be a good race for the McLaren team. You have Nafi and Ray. They're going to need to work together to try and clear Christian. Well, they need to work together not to lose the time for Christian. Dave's now pitted. Speeds in the pit lane. And it's just going from bad to worse. It's now going very bad for the McLaren team. It's their serves as drive-through. Dave is going to come out comfortably ahead of Asuma, but obviously with the penalty, as Hiffy also receives a drive-through penalty for, I assume, speeding under the virtual safety car. So you have Aquila, Dave, and Matty, I believe, still need to serve their 10-second time penalty for the next time they stop. So we've got Chiz. Doesn't have DRS on Guido, but Nafi does. Nafi and Ray have DRS. They obviously need to get past these two, hoping that they gain a decent amount of time. Itzter and Hiffy are fighting, but Hiffy needs to pit to serve his drive-through within the next couple laps. So Guido and Christian are going quite long. At this point, they've committed to a strategy, and they have to stick with it. Chiz, that looked like it was gonna... That's 100% a warning. Cuts the corner entirely. Got Ray, Nafi behind. Nothing to do there. Hiffy serving his drive-through comes out ahead of Asuma and Aquila, but behind Dave, and has a pit stop still to do. We're now going to see Matt and Panda. Turn 1, Matty's almost lost it. Saves it quite nicely. Back up to Chiz as Guido's lost it. Right in front of him, into the gravel, into the wall. And those medium tires are absolutely gone. That mistake has pretty much gifted Nafi and Ray a free chance at Chiz, with nobody giving Chiz DRS. Not surprising, Guido is now in the pits. Kind of a no-brainer, lost the car, needs to box to get rid of those tires. So he will be going on to the hards, I believe. Yes, he's on to the hards. Dave is now ahead of Ryan. Guido should be ahead of Hiffy. Yes, but Hiffy's gonna have the exit. So what's Hiffy gonna do? Well, he's gonna get past him. Guido's not gonna try. Take it as Aaron's now boxing for another time for a front wing change and is going on to the softs. So I think Aaron is gonna try and get fastest lap and call it a day. Not a good day if you're an Alpine fan, that is for sure. As Christian, just ahead of Pink, the leader of the race, pits and Pink will regain the lead. Just like that. Ray pretty much is going to be fighting with Nafi for the final podium places, unless Christian can close up quite a big gap, but does have a 4-lap advantage. Gap is about 11-12 seconds. You have Itzter coming in, you've got Quick Pig coming in, you have Hiffy coming in for his pit stop. Itzter has came out behind Asuma, just ahead of Aquila, who loses the car by touching the grass, but does have that time penalty. Matty receives another 3 seconds. His day isn't getting much better. P14 and 19 seconds and counting, as Asuma's now picked up 3 seconds. So we have Aquila and Dave, if they don't box, That's their 10 seconds. You have Matty on 9 seconds, with a 10-second for speeding in the pit lane as well. You have Pink, Nafi, Ray have all boxed. Christian is 12 seconds further back, has just boxed. Chiz will be boxing within the next 4 to 5 laps to pit onto mediums. Dave is pitted. Ryan has made a mistake which allows Guido to go. Or did he purposely slow down to take DRS? No, he is going to box, in fact. Tsuma now gets DRS to defend from Itster. For anyone who has joined, Baja retired in the pits after a lap 1 incident, a couple of spins. Dan span and retired on track, and Barnsley caused a virtual safety car in 6 and 5, hitting the wall, breaking his front wing, and decided to call it quits there and then. Ryan's came out the pits just behind Hiffy. Yellow flags between the two Alpines. Don't know what that was about. Pink, 6 seconds up the road. Are Nafi and Ray going to work together to hunt him down? We don't know. As Itzer gets a pass to Zuma, obviously on the fresher compounds, and picks up a 3-second penalty right after getting past them. His next target's Guido, obviously right in front of him, looking to get DRS. Will he? He will just get DRS on Guido. Guido's got no penalties. He's gonna just play this smart. You got Dave just up the road, 10 seconds away from Christian, 10-second time penalty. As Aquila, he's into the wall. He's lost the car on the exit of the final corner. Has he got a front wing? That is the main question. I'm gonna look from Hiffy's car. Does Aquila have a front wing? It doesn't look like. He's lost his end plate on his right side. Not good news, as there's another yellow flag somewhere here. I don't know what happened. Just a yellow flag for no reason. It's yellow flags everywhere around this race. The FIA can't keep up with it. As here's the thing, Nafi and Ray have actually gained a second on Pink in the last couple laps, as Chiz finally came in for his one and only pit stop on lap 16 of his race. Cross the line on the lap 17. He should come ahead of Guido, but it could be tight. His teammate goes past. He'll obviously try and use him. Itster just gets ahead of Guido. Sees the McLaren ahead of him. And with DRS, surely should get past. Down the inside, as there's another yellow flag. It's a Red Bull going slowly. It's Matty going slowly. Chiz defends nicely. Itster just can't get past him right now. Chiz is trying to warm up his tires. Is Itster in a place to burn battery and make a move? So we have Aquila and Matty pitting at the same time. Aquila and Matty serving their 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and now have officially been lapped by its Pink, Nafi, and Ray. Christian's now in free air, 8.6 seconds, 13 seconds from the McLaren. You have Chiz hopefully gonna close up on his teammate quick enough to try and hopefully get some crucial DRS. Sets a purple final sector as well. Those mediums working very well. Quit just gets ahead of Asuma. into turn 1, up to P9, 2 seconds away from this 3 to 4 car train. Could he gather himself some more points? Azuma's got nothing to work with. Well, he does have a penalty to build around, as Aquila picks up a 3-second pen. At the rate he's going, he will be finishing P9, because Dave has a 10-second unserved time penalty. And that is probably all he can look for right now. As Guido could have gotten past Itster, makes a mistake, probably a warning for corner cutting. That's it. Dave should let his teammate go, does, as Dave gonna play the ultimate team game and try and stay with his teammate and just hold everyone else up. Well, let's have a look. Itster wants to get past. Is Dave gonna do anything? Brake as late as he dares. Tries. Picks up a 3-second pen. They bang wheels. Nothing doing. He's gonna have to send it down the inside. And there's contact. I don't think Dave was given the room. He's lost 1, 2, 3, almost 4 places. With Asuma just being right behind, he's not going to get DRS. It's going to be 4 places in pretty much a sector. Aaron's pitted off the softs. His day has pretty much been gone, as well as one of the lads. Their days have been done for a long, long time, unfortunately, as Itster gets overtaken by Guido now, who's going to try and catch up to the McLaren of Chiz on those fresh mediums and try something. As you've got Ray and Nafi closing up on Pink, with Christian only slowly gaining on them as well. Heffy gains a 3 seconds. We might as well have another look at penalties. 3 seconds for Itster, Zuma, Panda, Heffy, 9 for Matty, 3 for Aquila, and 13 for Dave. But has a 10-second penalty that he hasn't served for that speeding and pit lane. I don't think he's going to serve it. Speak of the devil, he's in the pits now. He is serving. Heffy's, Panda's coming into the pits even. The people on the mediums are very much struggling on them. Panda goes softs with 10 laps to go. Dave is on the mediums. He should come out P12, which is points. He might as well try and gain 14 seconds on Heffy, because every point pretty much matters for the Constructors' battle. Itster should get past Guido. DRS. Guido doesn't have any. Simple move. Guido's not going to fight. He knows it's P6 regardless if they can't catch Chiz. Unless Quit Pig catches up very quickly. 2 seconds is the gap to Nafi. And Pink. Ray's right behind. Christian 7 seconds back. I don't think he can do anything. I think pitting under the virtual safety car was the move, because it is looking that way. He has 3 lap cars in front of him as well. Guido doesn't do it. Asuma's coming out of the pits now. So Asuma is out in P10, comfortably ahead of Ryan. Guido's caught a couple of attempts to Ryan as well. As, hold on, what's going on here? Why is Pink's just lost a second. What has happened to Pink in the final sector? Nafi, probably seeing this, is probably pushing like a stabbed rat to try and get P1. Do apologize, I might have been speaking in the thing. So yeah, something has happened to the Williams as they now appear to be absolutely pushing and have already gained a second within 2 sectors. But something did happen. Must have been going slightly wide. Dave gets past UK Ryan. So does Panda. Heffy pits. So that looks like it could be P10 for Dave. And it is looking pretty good. Panda, fastest lap, 20.1. He is now inside the top 10. After getting past Dave. No DRS for Dave. 13 seconds to Azuma, who's also just pitted. It looks like that's their thing. As hold on a second. Nafi and Ray are in the pits. Are they going for a 2-stop strategy and hoping that Christian and Pink pit as well? Chiz sees him in the distance, 4 or 5 seconds away, nothing he can really do. Itster's dropped Guido. Dave's got past Panda, but Ray and Nafi, for the next 7 laps, are going to be absolutely flooring it. Any close battles. Guido's got back inside DRS, which is a good thing for him. He just wants to stay there. UK Ryan takes a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Not a good day for one half of the Ferraris, as I believe that pretty much takes him out the running for the points. Guido just didn't get DRS. Closest battle on track is gonna be Ray. Sector 3, it's an Aston Martin, it's Aquila. Up and running again, but must have lost the car again. Ray has a full tank of battery. Nafi does not. What is Ray going to do? As we see Panda around the outside. Just doesn't make the move stick. Dave stays ahead. Panda doesn't have battery. Quit is in the pits. Looks like very slow getaway, never mind. Down the road, Asuma's in ahead, out ahead of him. My English is poor. How big is the gap? 5 seconds. All he needs to do, gain 2 seconds in a couple of laps. Doesn't seem too hard. Nafi and Ray have gained about 3 seconds in the last couple of laps on Christian. Ray's just waiting their moment. Guido almost going for a move in the chicane. Chiz up ahead. Chiz is kind of nailing this P5. Good result for him after what happened in the first corner of the first lap. Dave, Panda, Hiffy are all together. Matty picks up another 3 seconds. At the rate it's going, it doesn't look like a good day for a Red Bull team. Can Guido do anything? Yellow flag's up ahead. I think that's just lapped traffic. It is one the lads getting out the way for the charging duo of Nafi and Ray as Panda gets ahead of Dave into turn 11. Hiffy couldn't capitalize as well, so this trio is just marching away. Another bit of yellow flags. That is just Aquila now getting out the way of the charging duo. Guido Looks like he got a perfect exit, as Itster just didn't. Dave is now back ahead in turn 1, so is Hiffy. You can see that in the bottom of your screen. McLaren and then the Red Bull. Itster's comfortably ahead. Takes the chicane not as nicely as Itster, who does run wide, but Guido does have DRS, and crucially, no penalty. Hiffy and Dave seem to be fighting, but I think Dave might have cut the corner as he gives the place to Hiffy. Ray sets a fastest lap as Dave also gets a yellow, another 3-second penalty. Matty looks like he's binned it. That is confirmation right there, falling down the order. It's just not been his day in that Red Bull car. He has got Chiz behind him. So the Pens at the stake of it right now. Ryan's on a 10-second penalty. Matty's on 15, 3 individual penalties. So UK Ryan, 10 seconds. He's just got past Aaron. It's their Zuma on 3. Quit Pigs closing on Azuma. Hiffy, Panda, Dave, 366. And Aquila's on 3. Who won the lads is just right behind. So it looks like Dave and Panda are going to be fighting it out for the last couple of points here. As High Five is kind of pulled away on the older compounded tires from Panda and Dave. Panda's tires have gone. Itster and Guido fighting. Don't know what happened. I don't know who was behind who. Perfectly fine now, it seems. Dave gets past Panda again into the chicane. Guido's kind of just falling back again. As long as he stays inside those magical 3 seconds, it looks like he will claim P6. Now Nafi and Ray, who are quite quick right now, have gained, I think, 6 seconds since they've pitted. But one of them has kind of run out of ERS. 4 seconds is the gap, and probably Ray, if he wants to get P2, might need to pass this lap to have any chance, as there's only going to be 2 laps remaining in this race. So still gaining. We've got one of the lads and Aquila having a little scrap. Aquila must have made a mistake as he was ghosting. A little bit of a rear end snap, doesn't hurt anyone. Aquila is letting Chiz through, so is one of the lads, and Aquila trying to be sneaky. Ends up working as one of the lads goes too deep and keeps his place. Dave and Panda fighting in the chicane again. Just, why not? Some more action between the McLaren and the Mercedes for P11 and P12. Gap is less than 3 seconds to Christian now. I think Ray's moment has to come as Dave's lost the car. Panda surely down the inside in the final corner. Doesn't have the ERS. Should have the DRS. But no deployment. He has to sit in none and stay back for another lap. Dave picks up another 3 seconds, so that's 9. Looks like he might be securing a P12 finish. Guido's 1.5 seconds back as Pink starts the final lap. Christian is now across the line, 2.4 seconds. High Five now has picked up another 3 seconds, but he is clear. He is guaranteed P10 unless he makes a mistake, as Dave picks up another 3-second time penalty in what has been a very, very penalty heavy final half of the GP for him. Ray doesn't look like he has the pace as Dave and Panda are fighting. Panda gets a 3 seconds. What is going... They are just fighting side by side. Dave thinks about down the inside. Doesn't work. Nothing going. What's Ray gonna do? Aaron picks up 3 seconds. What is Ray gonna do? Final sector now. They see the Sauber right ahead of them as well. Tantalizing. The Ferrari's going slow ahead of them. But today's winner is the reserve of Pink, who wins after pitting on the VSC. 11 seconds. Clear Christian with Nafi and Ray close behind. And Chiz, despite his first corner incident on the first lap, will secure a P5 for the McLaren team as Dave picks up another 3-second penalty and Panda's pulled away now. Guido comes ahead of Itster to the penalty. Isuma will finish P9 as Quit Pig will get ahead due to his penalty. Dave takes a 10-second penalty. He's just racking up the penalties now. He knows he's finished 12th. High five. Panda and Dave will round out the points playing positions. So Pink, the reserve driver for the Williams, showing what they are made of. Christian, due to that, I believe will take the championship lead. And by the looks of things, it looks like Kick Sauber could potentially be leading the constructors after round 1. And now we can all take a break and relax. Here's your winner though. Pink, the Swedish driver for Williams, showing up today for Cooper, who couldn't make it. Brilliant drive, led it from the start, pitted under VC, and there was nothing anyone else could do. Christian P2 made the alternate thing of not pitting on the virtual safety car worked. The Mercedes almost